Darlington Raceway was the latest site for a Goodyear tire test. A total of 5 teams are on hand to test tires at the legendary South Carolina track. Clint Boyer, Marcos Ambrose, and Elliott Sadler all tested their respective Spring Cup Series rides with the new spoiler, while Eric Armarola and Timothy Peters tested their Camping World Truck Series vehicles in preparation for the series' return to Darlington on August 14, 2010. After a couple of early morning spins, the drivers stopped by the media center to discuss the test session. One thing that remained constant across all of the drivers is how difficult of a track Darlington is to drive.
This place is like no other. I mean, it's as intimidating and as challenging as it gets. You're winging it around the top. You've got no room for error. You've got a lot of speed on. There's a lot of grip in the track. It just punishes you if you don't drive it the right way, and it's amazing. It's an amazing place, and I think anyone that wants to run NASCAR, thinks they're any good, they got to come here and prove themselves, because this is as tough as it gets.
Richard Childress Racing driver Clint Boyer talked about how being close to the coast creates a slick surface for drivers to contend with.
This track sits and it gets sand, the grit gets down in the racetrack, makes it really slick. It takes a while to burn that off of there. You can see the first few laps, the dust flying up. You'd think that the jet drivers would blow that off, but I guess being this close to the beach, it settles over time. But we got it burned off. I think the speeds are doing good. Saw the spoilers on the cars, and they feel good.
Almirola and Peters were both excited to see the track for the first time in a Camping World Truck Series ride, and both were predicting an exciting race for fans when the trucks return to the track Too Tough to Tame later this summer.
It's one of the coolest racetracks that we go to, and the history, like just getting here, driving on a 2-lane road to get here. I mean, most of the racetracks we go to now, you get off the interstate, you go down a 6-lane road, and you pull into the racetrack. This racetrack still reminds me of like Martinsville and the old school racetracks where it's just out in the middle of nowhere, and you're surrounded with a bunch of diehard NASCAR fans that show up here to watch the races. And I think it's awesome that the Camping World Truck Series is going to be coming back here, and it's going to put on one hell of a race. I'm telling you, it's going to be exciting.
I was glad that we were able to come for Goodyear. It helps me out a lot because this is the first time that I've even been on the racetrack. I've been here to watch several races, but I had to work my courage up as far as to make myself get up close to the wall and get up to speed. So I'm looking forward to getting to come here and race. What Eric says is that it's going to be an exciting race for the fans, but it's going to be a challenge for us as well. I mean, we're always close together week in and week out, and it's going to be action-packed for sure.
Tickets for the May 7th through 8th Southern 500 weekend, along with the Truck Series Too Tough to Tame 200 on August 14th, are available by visiting darlingtonraceway.com or motorracingnetwork.com.